What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video guys, me going over the Queen Elizabeth in PvP and showcasing her at 6 out of 6 guys. So I actually did pull her, and I managed to get her 6 out of 6 on my main account on Grand Cross. It actually only took 2 rotations guys. I got very lucky. Now the reason why I'm showcasing her at 6 out of 6 is to give you guys an idea of how maybe it could be worth it for you guys if you're one of those players that really wants to commit to a character, that this could maybe be worth going 6 out of 6 for. In this showcase guys, we're going to be showing off the Queen Elizabeth with all her outfits that we have, at least right now on global. I do have her 6 out of 6, and I have all the cosmetics on the account. So pretty much all the UR stuff I have leveled up, but all the SSR pieces I haven't really touched right now, so I just kind of left those. But yeah man, we're gonna be showcasing Queen Elizabeth on this team right here guys, where we're rocking Mael, LR Margaret, and then my backline I'm actually deciding to run right now is actually gonna be Tristan. Now you can also run Green Elat. She is also another option for a character you can use too, but the thing is, for me, I do think that having a defense-oriented version of the Goddess team is going to be a little bit better than an offensive-oriented version. So yeah, I mean, we're going to try Tristan. Maybe we'll try Elat a little bit later in the video, but this is pretty much the setup guys, with red Tarmiel Link on the Goddess Elizabeth and HP food as well, just so that we have as much HP as possible. So alright guys, so before we actually hop into the video, make sure to subscribe to your boy Amazing. We are on the road to the 40,000 subscribers guys. We are literally like 500 or something. I think it's like 450 subscribers at this point as I'm recording the video, away from the 40,000 subscribers. So if you guys have not hit that subscribe button already, man, definitely make sure to. And with that out of the way guys, let's test out to see how well Queen Elizabeth can be at 6 out of 6. Alright guys, so we're hopping into the first match of the video here. We got an unknown team with Rimuru, which, you know, Rimuru is also the counter that people have been running to actually combat the brand new Elizabeth. So what we're gonna do here, since it's not a variant of Hell, we can actually buff up now and build up our basic stats. So I'm actually gonna do the buff card right now, and then go for the Margaret and then the AoE with Mael right there. Now what this is gonna do is it's gonna apply the crit resistance lower on the enemy, and also you know, we can drop the sunspots on the enemy for some more damage reduction, so we take a lot less damage from this tier. And you know, one big plus of running Tristan backline versus Elat backline is that now when tier goes for his AoE, even at him being 50% HP guys, it's gonna be hard for him to crit against us, considering how much defense related stats we do have. So right there, we only get crit on Margaret, right? We didn't get crit on Liz and also Mael. And even looking at all these single target hits right here guys, he didn't even crit a single time, you know, so that's something to definitely take into account. And yeah, also buffing up early there was good because it forced Rimuru to not actually remove the revive there, which definitely could have been pretty nice for us. Now I will actually go for the kill right now on Rimuru though, so I'm gonna do the AoE with Mael and then follow up AoE with Liz, and then do the single target right there. I'm not too scared about Albedo, and I'm not too scared about the tier right now. But I mean, regardless, like, this team isn't really much of a threat once we get the Rimuru out of there, because then our buffs are going to stay and we're not going to have too many issues. So boom, single target from Elizabeth actually does kill, and yeah, I mean, she's going to be really good now. So one other thing I do want to mention guys as well about Elizabeth is that having dupes on Elizabeth does not make her damage more than, you know, when you have her low dupe, right? Like, if you have Elizabeth low dupe, it's not going to change to the point where, like, oh, like, you're going to notice damage differences. The only time that damage matters for Elizabeth's dupes is going to be the ultimate move itself, right? You're not getting extra damage like with, like, Transcendent Bond's ultimate, right? With Transcendent Bond, you actually get more attack-related stats for every debuff on the enemy, the higher the dupe level, right? Whereas Elizabeth doesn't have that effect. So that's one thing that I think, you know, a lot of people have had the misconception about Elizabeth, is that, you know, it's more of her defense-oriented abilities that you get with higher dupes than you know, damage necessarily. So if you're going for like a defense oriented Goddess team, then it's going to be really good to run her on this setup where you have Tristan backline, you run like HP food, and you're just going for a very tanky build for the Goddess team guys. But yeah man, look at the AoE from Liz right there guys. It does a lot of damage. It also does more when we have the max Goddess Wrath, so that's going to be a good way to go about it. Yeah, you know, Albedo's going to stand up right there, going to go for the AoE with Nanashi. At this point he's just going to patience, man. He's not going to do anything. And one really good thing about Elizabeth when countering even unknown characters is that her single target card can become a stun when we do have the max Goddess Wrath. So I'm going to drop the single target here, and then we do the double single target follow up from Mael, and boom. Look at that, we remove the stance instantly, stun the Albedo no matter what. So even if she does live here, with the Mael follow up with the single target kill, and then Mael single target onto the Nanashi should actually finish him off right there as well. So yeah man, good showing right there guys from the team right there. Let's hop into the next match of the video, and let's see what else this team is able to do. Alright guys, we are hopping into the next match of the video here. We got a hell unknown team right here. Let's see what Queen Elizabeth is able to do here, man. So what we're going to do turn 1 here is we're going to go for the double AoEs first. And then we're actually going to buff up with Margaret to cleanse the debuffs that hell's going to proc on us because of the Source of Pain. So we're doing the exact same thing. We're applying the sunspots for damage reduction. And Mile is just going to be doing a lot of damage with that as well. So once we get this off, we actually fully max out Margaret's passive, at least for the crit chance and the crit damage. So now when we actually do follow up damage this turn, we're going to do a lot of damage, guys. And also, we might be able to actually stance. Okay, no, they're not going to go for the stance. But yeah, right there, no crit from Tyr right there, man. Completely negates Tyr, bro. Tyr is like, you know, after Goddess team being a thing now in the meta, you know, Tyr is just not really going to be a character that's doing a lot of damage considering how tanky the Goddess team is against a character like Tyr, right? He just gets completely block affected. Double AoE weak point does not even touch the Goddess team at all. It's going to do no damage, literally. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I go for the kill right here on the Hell first because we don't want her to start proccing like a bunch of revives here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do double single target and then AoE with Liz right there. Now the Goddess Wrath only removes the moment you have 4 stacks, guys, and with a single target. So right there with the rank 2, we're actually going to finish off the Hell right there and then go for the AoE rank 2. And this is going to do a lot of damage right here. So let's see. Because we have the 50% damage dealt for Goddess Wrath being maxed. Look at that. 256k. That's a lot of damage right there, man. Boom. Easy kills the Tyr right there. And now it's just Albedo, right? And because we do have max stacks. Oh, no. We don't have a single target, though. If we had a single target, we could have removed the stance right there. But Albedo's going to stance up. The Nash is going to go for the delete card right there and the gauge deplete. That's fine. We do have a rank 3 Mile single target here, so actually I'm going to go for that and see how much that does. We also do get ultimate too, so that is actually worth going for. So right here we do the buff card with Margaret, we go for the AoE with Liz, and then we're going to follow up single target right there with Mile, guys, and we'll see how much damage this actually does. That AoE did a lot, by the way, with the amount of damage reduction that team had. So rank 3 Mile single target, boom 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 boom. And that's actually going to finish off Albedo right there. A 250k from the Mile single target, man. Very, very good stuff, guys. So yeah, man, I mean, Goddess team right now, guys, is very hard to beat. It is, in my opinion, the best team right now in PvP because of how easy it is to deal with the unknown teams. And obviously, like, you know, you didn't really see the revive proc this match because the dupes on Liz really didn't matter right now in this match, guys. It only really matters in those close matches where you need dupes later in the fight and or you need revives, I mean, later in the fight. That's when it really matters. You know, in a match like this, they didn't even get to proc the revive once, so did it really matter at the end of the day? Probably not, right? It probably didn't matter as much, but there you guys go, man. Let's hop into the next match of the video and let's see what this team is able to do as well. Alright, guys, we're hopping into the next match of the video here, man. We got a, what is that, like an all-rush variant team from the looks of it, right? They're running LR Margaret, LR Liz, and then LR Melly. So just like a full LR team maybe, actually, as well. Let's see what we're able to do against this team, guys. I'm going to do AoE with Margaret right there, and then AoE Mael. Actually, no. Since it's not an unknown team, we actually don't need to do these first. We can buff up first and then actually go for the attacks. And I don't necessarily want to rank up Lost Vein, so I think I will just do one AoE and then I'll single target the Liz right there. So let's see how what that's able to do. And then the next turn, look at our card RNG with Liz, guys. We got a rank 2 single target right there. That's going to be really strong. So with that, we might be able to, you know, easily deal with the Lost Vein right there, right? We can stun him or we can stun the Margaret to make sure that they don't get the cleanse off, right? That's going to be a tactic we could do. So right here, the Elizabeth looks like it's going to go for the buff card, right? Yep, for the defense related buff. Let's see what Lost Vein's going to do. He has a rank up skill, but it's only going to be rank 2, so it's not going to do a lot. Look how tanky the Goddess team is, man, against that. That's charge, so that obviously ignores defense, but it's not defense related stats, so we are tanking really, really well against that. So now with this right here, let's actually go for the damage here on the Lost Vein. So I am going to go AoE right there with the Margaret. I am going to go with the single target with Liz, and then follow up single target with Liz, and I think that will do enough damage to actually finish off Meliodas right there, man. So we're going to go for that. Boom. That's going to do 100k, and then even on this rank 2 right here, right, that's going to one bang as well. And another thing as well, guys, to mention is that light intervention lasts for 2 turns from the start of the battle, no matter what. So even if you're going second, light intervention will apply. That's why, you know, having a really high CC Goddess team is going to be very, very important, so that you go first and take advantage of those 2 turns of light intervention, right? If you're going second, you only get 1 attacking turn of the enemy having light intervention, which actually does make it a little bit weaker when going second. So obviously having like higher higher dupes and you know, higher CC in general is going to make the Goddess team a lot stronger. So as you guys can see, the light intervention's gone now, so we're not going to be able to do too much. But yeah, I mean, this guy was running full LRs. I don't know what the setup was, but I guess, I mean, go for it, man. Let's do the actually no, we'll do AoE with Margaret, I'll do AoE with Mael, and then single target Mael into the LR Liz right there, because I don't want LR Liz to heal up the team, and I actually do want to finish her off now. So let's go for the AoE with Mael right there, 8,000, and then with the rank 2 single target, let's see, is that going to be enough to kill? Yup, it looks like it's going to do it. Yup. Nice. So Mael actually does get the kill right there, and now we have max Goddess Flame right there, so we can actually start to deal with yeah, or no, not Goddess Flame, I said, bro, Goddess Flame, Goddess Wrath. I saw an Eternal Flame pop up. Goddess Wrath, we're at max of that now, so we should be able to deal with the Escanor and the Margaret now that's left over, right? And then obviously the big bonus of Elizabeth being able to do the stun right there is going to be great. So let's do the buff card and then the stun, and then we have triple ultimate here where we're going to deal a lot of damage. So we can actually show you guys what the ult looks like at 6 out of 6 as well. So boom. We do actually one bang the Margaret right there, and now I can do the ultimate with Liz right here, guys. But it's not necessarily the ult itself being 6 out of 6 for damage wise, as I mentioned, right? The damage on the ultimate does not matter in my opinion. I think it's, you know, it's obviously going to do a lot more, but the ultimate is going to be negligible in terms of the effect that the ultimate's actually providing. The effect that it provides with the 10-turn revive is the most important part of that ultimate, and not necessarily even the damage, right? That's the most important thing that I think, you know, people are, you know, they're kind of like not really thinking about too much, right? Because they're mainly focused about like the damage on the ult, and also just like being stronger on the team. But yeah, I mean, it's mainly about the revive that you want these dupes for, Elizabeth, guys. So that's why she's super good with that longevity. So let's hop into the next match of the video and let's see what we're able to do. Alright guys, we're hopping into the next match of the video. We actually got a mirror match Goddess fight, so here we go. Let's see how well we're able to deal with a mirror match Goddess team, and let's see how much dupes that opposing Queen Elizabeth is actually going to be at. So it looks like it's a 3 out of 6 Elizabeth. That is a good chunk of dupes right there that they're gonna have. So let's go for the buff and then the double AoE right there. So we actually do start building up some basic stats from Margaret, and then yeah, when we AoE next turn, since we did go first, we can actually use the AoE with Liz because they have light intervention to lower their gauge if they do push up for like an ultimate or anything like that, right? That's where we can definitely take advantage of a situation like that. So right here, it looks like Margaret is actually gonna go for the buff card right there to cleanse the debuffs. That's fine. We will be able to reapply them again with the AoE from Margaret here. Not that like we can actually apply career resistance lower, but the debuffs will matter, you know, when we take out Mael and actually have career resistance lower, right? So that's going to be really good. So what we'll try here is we'll see who is the revive going to go on. It's going to go on Margaret. So now we don't actually want to target Margaret, guys, because she has the revive. We want to target either Liz or Mael because they're the ones that we can actually kill on a turn like this. So let's actually do AoE with Margaret right there. I'll go for AoE Liz, that actually will remove one you know, ultimate move gauge on Margaret as well, and I'm gonna go for the rank 2 single target onto the Mael right there, man. Let's see how much damage we're actually able to get off here. So you go for the Goddess Wrath AoE. It's not going to do too much, right? Because we don't have the max Goddess Wrath. But then we go for the single target right there. Boom, 125k, man. So we actually do one bang the Mael. And now we can actually career resistance lower the enemies and deal a lot more damage now too, guys. So that's where it actually does matter, right? Once we take out the Mael, then the entire team kind of falls apart because they don't have any, you know, stat related buffs, you know, or stat immunity anymore, right? That's when they are super susceptible to dying, and it's going to be a lot easier to take them out. So right here, Elizabeth's going to go for the AoE, it looks like. Yep. Because we're not stat lowered, though, we're not going to take a lot of damage right there, man. We're actually going to tank that very, very well. So look, right, it's just not doing a lot. Yeah, block effect on the Elizabeth right there. Let's buff up on my Elizabeth right here as well, and let's actually go for the kill on the Tristan. Yeah, I mean, Tristan's gonna be a free kill right there too, so actually I'm gonna do that. That also will get me ultimate on Margaret, which, you know, when we get the ultimate off with Margaret, we will actually block effect them. Oh, you know what though, actually no, taking out Tristan should be fine because they shouldn't top deck any cards with Tristan from the top deck. Unless they did. Okay, then okay, they didn't. Look at that. So they only top decked one, but because they already had a full hand of cards anyway, they did not get the ultimate with Margaret right there, which is really good. So let's see right here what we can do with this ultimate, and we'll be able to block effect the the opposing enemy right here, right? So yeah, block affected Liz. She does get the stun though because of the block effect. That's smart though. That's definitely a smart play right there. I can't even lie. Okay, so now that we know that's you know, a thing now, let's actually do the single target here like this. Let's do AoE with Liz, and then I'm actually gonna go for the single target with Liz as well to make sure we kill the Elizabeth right now, because we're in a position where we can actually kill her. It will keep the revive on the Margaret, but once it's just Margaret on the field, it's gonna be a lot easier to take her out, right? So boom, Elizabeth's dead. Now it's just Margaret. Now we can easily deal with her now. Even though Margaret's going to block affect us, we actually can just drop our ultimates and she's not going to live from the damage itself, right? So that's fine. I'm not too worried. So let's see. How much is the Margaret going to do? Goes for the thing. We actually do tank that. That's crazy. The fact that we actually tanked that. Okay, and then now what we're going to do is we're just going to drop ultimate. Even though we are block affected, this should do enough damage regardless to actually finish off the fight. But yeah, man, I mean, there you guys go. Goddess team is very, very strong, guys. Look how much damage Liz is doing, man. Very, very good stuff right there. So, alright, guys, and that's pretty much going to be it for the showcase right there. Let's wrap up the video. Alright, guys, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video right there, man. So that's pretty much what you guys would expect from a 6 out of 6 Elizabeth when actually running around the Goddess team. Pretty much, you know, absolute dominance, man. You're not going to really be losing a lot of matches because you have that revive for so long. It's going to be such a benefit of having it, and also the damage reduction for the entire team. It's just super insane, man. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Queen Elizabeth in the comment section below. That's going to be it for the video, man. I hope you guys do enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, man. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.